All right, working with polynomial inequalities today, specifically quadratic inequalities. So we've got our polynomial here, right? A little quadratic, greater than or equal to 0. Well, think about what that means. That means where it's positive. So if you graphed this, you would look at, what are the intervals where the function is above 0, basically. So that's just kind of visualize what we're trying to do. Well, let's set this equal to 0. Follow those steps I gave you in the slideshow. So x squared minus x minus 20 equals 0. Don't worry about the inequality for now. Just set it equal to 0 and solve. All of the ones I'm giving you today, by the way, are going to be nice. They're going to factor nice and clean. So you don't need the quadratic formula. You don't need complete the square. You could, by the way, okay, if that's more comfortable. But they're all going to factor. So let's review that briefly. I want to break this up into two factors. Well, I know it's going to be x and x here. I want two numbers that multiply to make negative 20 and add to make negative 1. That's what I look for. So multiply to make negative 20, add to make negative 1. Hey, 5 times 4. The 5's got to be negative, so they also add. So I'm going to do x minus 5, x plus 4. Notice negative 5 times 4, negative 20. Negative 5 plus 4 gives me negative 1. Then, of course, you'd solve that. So x would be 5 or negative 4. Those are our two key values. I like to just sketch them out here. So negative 4 would be on the left, 5 somewhere on the right. Now what we need to do is decide, well, what works? Where's this greater than 0? So we want positive intervals. Now it is equal, by the way. So I know both of these points actually work because that's what we just found, those critical values. They would make this polynomial equal 0. But now I need to know, where's it positive? Well, plug some numbers in. I like to start with 0. 0 would be in between these, right? In between negative 4 and 5. So if I plug 0 in, wipes that out, negative 20 greater than 0. Negative 20 greater than 0. Well, really what I want to know is it positive or negative? Well, it gives me negative 20. So that's a negative number in there, right? Well, that's not going to work for me. So I could go out here and test. Let's just do something easy like 10. 100 minus 10, well, that's 90 minus 20, 70. Hey, that's positive. You could go out here and try it. It's going to be positive as well. What I want you to look for is patterns, right? Math's all about patterns, and you're going to see once you find your negative interval, these are going to alternate like this. Because of the type of problems, they're not always like that, but the specific type of problems we're doing, it's always going to be like this. It's going to be nice. So we want greater than 0. Well, it's greater than 0 out here, greater than 0 out here. So that means I'm going to have a union. So negative infinity to negative 4, union 5 to infinity. Hey, there it is. Let me just do one more thing maybe just to drive this home. You don't necessarily need to do this. Let's graph this. Let me just illustrate visually what we'd be looking at. Let me just clear this stuff off my calculator. So we've got x squared minus x minus 20. Let me go graph this. So notice out here at negative 4 and out here at 5. Those are the two zeros we found. Notice it's positive out here, it's above. It's positive out here above. And that is exactly what this interval we described found. Okay, hope that's making sense. You can try the next one on your own, I hope.